Yo everyone, name's Rondel, and in today's video, I'll teach you guys how to play Nintendo Switch games on your mobile Android devices. It's actually really easy, just make sure to follow each steps that I'll be teaching y'all and it'll be a real breeze to set up. Anyway, so yeah, I'll just keep this brief and let's get started. Alright, so before we set up everything, and this is really important, is that you have a device capable. A device that has a decent enough performance to have everything running smoothly. I highly recommend devices that has a Snapdragon chipset. Something that has a Snapdragon 8 Gen would really make it easier. But if your phone doesn't have that chipset, something with an Exynos 2400 or better could do as well. The reason is that those chipset has a decent optimized GPU and GPU drivers built and optimized for emulators. And if you want to know if your device is capable or if you don't know what chipset your phone has, you could just search it up or you could just comment it down below. I'll do my best to help you. Currently, there are multiple good available Switch emulators for Android that we can choose from. There's Suyu/Sudachi, we have Citron/Citron Neo, and we have Eden Emulator. Most of these have some similarities and some advantages, but in this tutorial, we will just stick with Eden Emulator since it's widely considered the absolute gold standard for Switch emulation on Android right now. Anyway, so yeah, let's get down to the download process. I'm currently on my desktop right now, but you can follow this part with your Android devices with no problem. Also, I'll have Eden Emulator link down in the description, but if you don't want to, you can follow these steps. So, firstly, go to any browser. And then we'll just search up Eden Emulator. And now, you'd want to click on this exact web page right here. Next is, after we're in this window, we're going to click download. After that, obviously we should select Android. So then it should lead to this good page right here. Next is, on the latest build, we'd want to scroll all the way down here on the Android section. Okay, now you may be confused on which one you should download. Allow me to briefly explain it. Let's start with the standard APK. This is the vanilla mainline version of Eden. If you have a dedicated gaming phone that doesn't aggressively throttle your performance, or if you just want a clean installation that updates easily without conflicting with other apps, this is the one to grab. And this one is the Genshin-proof APK. Now, this one is a bit of a clever trick. Many phone manufacturers like Samsung, Xiaomi, or OnePlus have a built-in software that secretly captures your phone's power to keep it from getting hot. But when they see the phone running a demanding game like Genshin Impact, they unlock the chip's maximum gaming performance. This version masks itself as Genshin Impact, tricking your phone into giving Eden full access to the CPU and the GPU. But just a side note, if you already have the actual Genshin Impact game installed, your phone won't let you install this version. And the Legacy APK. Finally, this build uses a modified package ID meant for testing. It's perfect if you want to install a second version of Eden side by side with your standard app to test the new update without losing your save data, or if you're running an older version of Android that struggles with modern file sharing permissions. But if you don't have Genshin Impact installed and most of you is looking for the absolute best performance and the highest frame rates, the Genshin spoof is the way to go, so we'll be downloading this one. And oh yeah, another note, if you have Genshin Impact installed and you don't intend to delete it, you can still proceed to download the standard APK and continue with the tutorial. The app version doesn't really change anything in the UI, so we can continue. Okay, so you might be confused on why am I still on my desktop. Well, this window is basically my mobile device just mirrored on the desktop, so I can easily record it and so that I can have my mouse to show you what to do. Okay, so we have the emulator downloaded, now let's just install it. Okay, so let's just open the app and then here we go. So after that, you're going to click next. And now on this section right here, you'll be needing to download the firmware and the prod key files so you can have the emulator running and so that we can boot the games. And on where to download these files, well, there definitely won't be a link down in the description for you to download. Although I do have some cute cat videos to share with you guys. And it's definitely not these firmware and key files. I mean, take a look at them. They're so cute. I just can't. Anyway, so yeah. If you want to, you can just click the link down below labeled cute cat videos. Anyway, so once you have these files downloaded, you'd want to install both the firmware and the prod key files like so. Next is selecting the file directory for the games. Now, I can't really directly share on how you can get Switch games, but believe it or not, they're quite easy to get and they're very straightforward to source with a bit of a community research. And yeah, you could just search up Switch ROMs on Google or something, but I don't really condone it because there's so much pop-up ads, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can even get some malware if you're not careful enough, and I don't encourage you guys to pirate them. If possible, you can just extract these game files directly from a game cartridge, because it's the safest way and the recommended way to do so. Anyway, so this step is just straightforward. You just link the game directory and we're done. Anyway, so while we're here, let me show you guys how to set up the settings. Okay, so we're at the home page right now, and this is where we can manage and sort our games. Also, I have a Google Pixel 6, which isn't really a high-end phone, but it can still run some games because of these settings right here. Okay, so first we're going to the settings, and in here on the system section, make sure to follow all the settings applied here. Okay, so down here, make sure to set the CPU overclock to 1700 MHz, and on the memory layout, make sure to select 4GB, because selecting more would be really unstable. Anyway, so after that, and yeah, that's basically it. So, in here on the graphics section, make sure to set the resolution to 0.75 because my screen isn't really that big and doing so can improve performance. And make sure to follow these and also set this to FSR and depends on your preferences, but I have this set at 100%. Anyways, just continue following these settings and yeah. So after applying all those settings, that's basically it. The rest of these settings are pure preferences and all that. Anyway, so yeah, let's open up a game. Okay, so we're currently playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and as you can see, it's running really well. Okay, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, just leave it down in the comments below. And if this video helped, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.